Hi everyone, this is your host J.R. Michael with Make That Bloody Movie with Coffee, and in today's episode is Indy Filmaker and his travels with his family to Atlantic City. Well, everyone, as I said before, being an independent filmmaker, not only do you get to do your craft and create scripts and ideas with your colleagues and team, but at the same time, being an independent filmmaker, you get to travel with family to different locations. And one in particular that my family loves to go to is Atlantic City. I have family that love to gamble and have a good time, just like all of us. If you do like to gamble, if you don't, then I don't know what to say. But we were in Atlantic City over the weekend. And we stayed there for 3 days at the resort. It was a nice, beautiful hotel. We got the, what they call that, what they call that, executive suite, where we had two kitchens and a jacuzzi in there. So it was a comp. I mean, we got it. It was pretty cool. They upgraded us, so it wasn't bad. So I got some content from that, being up there. Felt like I was in The Hangover Part 2, being in one of those type of suites, overlooking the water. But it was really nice. It was really nice. To say this, being in Atlantic City, I like to gamble. Don't get me wrong. I win and I lose. At times. But what bothers me quite a bit, and I've said this to my wife and the rest of the people in my family, that I can't gamble and not be bothered. I don't know if it ever happens to anybody else out there, but one of the things that I've gone through when I gamble and I try to focus on what I'm doing, to win, and especially when I'm winning, I always get these random people that decide to just give me their chips. And I'm talking about $1,000 chips, $2,000 chips, $5,000 chips. Oh, play for me. Play for you? I'm trying to win here and you're giving me your money. I could just walk away with it, all jokes aside. But yeah, I get random strangers that are at the table with me, especially in roulette, and I start winning. They hand me their money, no lie, and my wife can vouch for this. They hand me their money and they tell me, bet for me. You have a hot hand. What? So sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. And if I win, they give me some money, which is pretty funny, actually. But nobody believed me, and people in the family didn't believe me. They thought I was just making this up. So one night, while we were there at Atlantic City, I took her aunt down to gamble. So we went down. We were in the slot machines and stuff, and not even 2 seconds later, some random, I don't want to say drag queen. Well, she could be a drag queen. I don't know. But I couldn't tell because, it was late. We'll go with she's a she. And came to me, and I was just playing at this random slot machine, and I was winning. I was getting bonuses like 5 times. Started going off, ding, 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 ding. And she's like, "Oh, you must be winning." I'm a friendly guy. I'm not gonna, bark at anybody and say, "Leave me the hell alone." That's not me. But no, I said, "I don't know if I'm winning," because I didn't want to tell her I was winning. She's like, "Yeah, you're winning because the machine is going off, ding, 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 ding." I said, "I guess so." So she's telling me how, when she plays, one of the tips she got in order to win at the slot machines was that she would watch Ocean 11. And in Ocean 11, they teach you what to look for when you go to the casino. Always play the machine on the end. Don't ever play the middle or the first one. Always the end machine. Wait 3 seconds, hit the button, and you'll break the machine at times because it'll have to reset. So you'll hit a bonus. So, she was giving me these tips, and she said there's been at times where she's done this, and she's won $400 or $500 every time. One time she said she won $4,000, But here I am trying to focus, and I'm still winning, and I'm trying to concentrate in what I'm doing, and here she is talking to me and telling me her experience. I'm like, okay, that's nice. But to make a long story short, my wife's aunt didn't believe me, and she kind of leaned over my shoulder, and she saw the woman talking to me, and she was like, Well, I guess you weren't lying when you said people do bother you when you try to gamble. So since that day, she never doubted me again. But being an independent filmmaker, and you don't have to be an independent filmmaker to experience this, but I'm just saying, one of the beauties about being an independent filmmaker and you write scripts, you get content like this, stories like this that happen in your life. And if you're a script writer or a book writer, you can take this information, of course, change people's names so you don't get sued, but take this information and you can pretty much go ahead and write a story. It could be a skit, it could be an actual script. It could be just an episode to a TV show or a web series. Who knows? But little events in your life, your family member's life, stories that you hear, believe it or not, you may have a hit movie right there if you just pay attention and listen. Because opportunities like that sometimes comes to us independent filmmakers. If we catch it or we see it and we latch onto it and we make something happen out of it, 9 times out of 10, you'd be surprised. The most odd things that come your way that happens as a creative artist and being a hit. If you don't believe me, test it out, check it, observe other people, ask other people whose successes, how they got it, what happened, if it was a situation that took place in their life, and you'll notice it's usually the randomest things that happen that ends up being successful for them, or helps them to become successful, I should say. So that's all I have to say for today's podcast. Indy Filmaker traveling down with his family to Atlantic City and his little story. Oh yeah, and by the way, I did have coffee down there. I know everybody wanted to know what I had. One day I had cappuccino. The other day I had French vanilla. And the third day I had Cuban coffee, espresso. It's pretty good, by the way. So those are the 3 coffees for the 3 days that I was there. And for joining me with Make That Bloody Movie with Coffee. In today's episode, Indy Filmaker traveling to Atlantic City with his family and his crazy stories. All right, everyone, take care. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. Please do subscribe to my channel. Love and peace. Bye.